Hey everyone, and welcome back to another Unmask Yourself video. The topic of today's video is anxiety. This is a topic that I'm sure a lot of you out there watching face on a daily basis. The purpose of today's video is to help you understand anxiety, what it is, how it affects you, and give you some tools and ideas on how you can start to take back control and remove the label of I have anxiety from your life. The thing is that everybody experiences feelings of anxiety. It's not a disease that only some people get. It's an inbuilt automatic response that we have in response to thoughts of potential threats to our physical, mental, financial, or social safety. The level and frequency in which it's experienced is the only difference. Most people experience feelings of anxiety in response to things like taking an exam, having an interview for a new job, doing a presentation for work, expecting your first child, or nearly having an accident and things like this. But people that experience panic attacks and prolonged periods of anxiety tend to be triggered unexpectedly and are in constant states of worry and nervousness due to the many thoughts and fears that loop around in their heads. Before we go into the fear response, I want to point out two different types of fear. Rational fear is experienced in response to a real or perceived immediate threat, whereas anxiety-based fear, as mentioned before, comes from our thoughts and is the expectation of potential future threat. The physiological response to both of these fears are the same though. This response is commonly known as the fight or flight response. I'm going to explain this response in more detail to help those of you that feel helpless during your panic attacks or heightened states of anxiety understand what is happening and give you a better chance of taking control of the situation and eventually avoiding these attacks and prolonged states altogether. The fight or flight response is a survival mechanism that enables you to fight against or flee from a threat or threatening situation. When a threat is seen or heard, the information is immediately sent to the brain. Once the brain processes the information and deems it to be a genuine threat, it then sends a distress signal, triggering the adrenal glands to pump adrenaline into the bloodstream. This then causes a faster heart rate, increase in blood pressure, rapid and shallow breathing, a spike in cortisol that shuts down functions of the body that are deemed to be unnecessary in a fight or flight situation, and a dump of glucose and fat from temporary storage sites into the bloodstream. This primes the mind to be highly alert and ready to respond quickly, and primes the body for action and increased performance to either attack or run. When experiencing fear in a situation of immediate danger, it's easy to see how this response can be beneficial to your safety and survival. But when you're just spending time with your family, in a meeting at work, or just out with your friends, it's pretty easy to see how this kind of response and heightened state is completely unnecessary and in most situations even counterproductive to what you're doing at the time. To start taking control of your anxiety, it's important to understand that the parts of your brain that process threats don't just process immediate threats. It also processes the thoughts that you feed it. So if you're constantly thinking that someone or something is out to threaten you, your safety, and your security of any kind, then your body and mind will be in a constant heightened state of alert and readiness. The physiological effects of the fight or flight response are beneficial in the short term, in situations where it's needed, but are detrimental to your mental and physical health in the long term if left unaddressed and untreated. We all experience thousands and thousands of thoughts in any given day. Here are some examples of the thoughts that tend to circulate through an anxious mind. What if I get hurt? What if they laugh at me? What if I'm not good enough? What if I can't escape? What if I fail? What if they think I'm crazy? What if they try to? What is happening to me? What if they hate me? These are just some of the thoughts that an anxious mind might think and be affected by. A non-anxious mind might have these very same thoughts, but process through them quickly and are non-emotionally affected by them. So how do you start turning your anxiety from suffering into a healthy momentary experience? Here are 7 simple steps you can apply to your life straight away to start taking back control. 1. Breathe. This will help you start to actively calm your mind and body and allow you to start thinking clearer. Take 5 deep breaths with a 5-second inhale and a 5-second exhale. Then continue to breathe calmly in a more natural rhythm after the 5 breaths have been completed. 2. Ask yourself this question: are you in any immediate danger? This one line is a powerful tool in shifting your state and allowing you to feel safe enough to relax. 3. Separate yourself from your thoughts and your feelings. Now that you're calm and know that you're safe, allow yourself to observe your thoughts and the feelings that they bring up. Watch it like you'd watch a movie and view what you're seeing as someone separate from yourself. If you find yourself getting caught up in it all again, remember steps 1 and 2 and allow yourself to relax again. Give yourself 5 to 10 minutes to begin with and progress it as you feel is right for you. 4. Write it all down. Once you've had the opportunity to view your thoughts and feelings, it's important to write them down. This will help you eliminate some of the congestion in your mind that is contributing to your anxiety. This also allows you to go back and look over these things when you start losing track of your thoughts and feelings again. 5. Speak to someone you can trust. Now that you've had the opportunity to document your thoughts and feelings, you want to seek out someone that can provide you with some objective advice to help you process through and surrender the control these thoughts and feelings have over you. I'd highly recommend you seek out the advice of a professional for this step, to be sure you're getting the best advice possible. This step doesn't need to be done straight away. Do steps 1 through 4 as often as you can, then seek out advice once a month, once every 3 months, or whatever duration works best for you. 6. Don't give yourself a deadline. Adding pressure to a situation that involves anxiety is more likely to cause more anxiety. Allow yourself to work through your thoughts and feelings at a pace that's manageable for you at this point in time. And finally, step number 7, don't give up. Your life is important and you deserve to be able to live and experience life to its fullest potential. Don't see setbacks as failures, see them as stepping stones to success. You might not overcome your anxiety today, this month, or even this year, but if you face it one day at a time at a pace that you can manage, you will eventually overcome it. And take it from somebody that knows it's definitely worth the time and the effort. That's it for today's video. I hope that I've given you a better understanding of anxiety. If you're struggling with anxiety and want to be free of it, then give yourself the time to go through the steps outlined and take back control of your life one day at a time. As always, if you've taken something positive out of this video and you feel that the people in your life could too, please like, share and tag away and join me in supporting, bettering and unmasking as many lives as we possibly can. Alright guys, thank you in advance and much love.